Welcome to Heart Talks. I've got Nikki A Wilkins back, and I am so grateful to see you alive and well, and you look wonderful.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining me at Heart Talks again.
Anytime.
Let's start off with a shout out to two beings who was standing by your side the whole time, John and Tanker.
Yeah. Chakra dog and my hubby.
That's right. That's right. I know that both of them have just stood by you and probably gave you great comfort and security through this whole thing. And it was beautiful to watch that.
Yeah, they definitely are my biggest supporters, and they're my rock, and I probably wouldn't be able to continue doing what we do if it weren't for both of them. So they're a very important part to my strength, for sure.
That's right. Nikki, I have been myself wondering what it has taken for you to just pack up everything and take this journey that you've been on. It's had to uproot the foundation you had prior to this, and for some people that would be the scariest thing in the world, and for others it is the freedom that we pray for.
Yes.
So
yes, it was an interesting journey. What started it all is last May, I ended up in the hospital in a cardiac care unit, and it ended up being that I was in a really, really bad flare-up from a terminal illness I have, an autoimmune disease called systemic scleroderma, and it had what it does is it affects your skin, but in a small percentage, it affects your internal organs, and it affects my lungs, my kidneys, and my esophagus, my intestines, and now it's it affects my brain as well. So it was really difficult for me at that time. I kind of just took what was being told to me that I was dying and to go home and die. And so I did. I went home and I started to die. And I was expiring rapidly. My body was shutting down. It was a really difficult time for me. And with the support of my husband and the support of Chakra Dog, we turned my illness around with essential oils, non-GMO food, power of positive thinking. When you change the way you think, you change your DNA. And I'm living proof of that when I switched to something inside my mind that I wanted to live. And not only did I want to live, I wanted to thrive. And I wanted my life to have meaning. And I mean, my life had meaning. I'm a mom, and my daughter is my biggest accomplishment, hands down. But I wanted to do more than what I was doing. And at that time, Standing Rock started to emerge. And I have been following Standing Rock. A lot of people don't realize that Standing Rock began in April as a very grassroots type of movement. And I slowly started to follow it, and I really began following it a lot come July. And that was right at the point where I was deciding if I was going to die or not. And when Standing Rock came to me through the multiverse, it wasn't just a little thing that showed up. It was all of the information was showing up. The multiverse provided everything. When I turned over and was like, okay, I'm open to receive. Those are three really powerful words, especially when you really connect it. When you really connect it to your spirit and your mind, when you say, I am open to receive, when you say that, you are allowing so much to come through you. And so I was open to receive. I was open to receive Standing Rock and what the message was and what what that call was about. And that call was from my mother. It was from Gaia. And I was connected to it at that time as, you know, as a medicine woman, as a healer. I was already connected to Gaia, but it took the possibility of death to be at that quote bottom of the barrel, to be at, you know, at the bottom of your bootstraps. You know, you got to pull your shoes back on. You know, I really connected to it, and Standing Rock saved my life. And it was a very beautiful movement, and it was just the beginning. So when I got to making the decision that we were going to Standing Rock, I originally decided that I was just going to go back and forth, because John was very integrated still in 3D living. He was working 2 or 3 jobs. He was going to school full time and trying to provide for us, because I was ill and I was, you know, on house ridden. I was bedridden. So I still did healing, but I didn't do any type of physical healing, because I didn't want to impose my illness onto anyone, because I was in a very fragile state. So I didn't want to harm anyone. So I didn't do a whole lot of healing work like I once was doing. So, but when he made the decision, he had to get to the place where I was already ready to go. And I was prepared to go back and forth. And, you know, I was very sick. So John's like, you have to get better. You have to heal. And that's what I needed. And I needed him to tell me that. So once he started seeing that I was healing and I was getting a bit stronger in mind, body, and spirit, he came home one day and he's like, okay, pack it up. We're going to Standing Rock. And I was like, okay, when do you want to leave? You know, how long am I planning a trip for? And so then he came home, and when he said that, I was like, oh, okay, we'll go for like a week or something. And then he was like, no, put it all online. We're selling our stuff. We're moving to Standing Rock. I was like, okay. So we packed up and we sold our stuff in a matter of a couple of weeks, and what little bit of money we still needed, people gave to us, loved ones gave to us, our beautiful spiritual family gave us the remaining amount. And we have not asked money from anyone. We don't have fundraisers or anything like that. This was ours. You know, this was, if we were going to do it, we were going to do it the way we needed to do it. And that was on our own accord. So, and then we got to Standing Rock, and it just, everything connected and everything aligned. And we knew we made the right decision.
You know, what is so absolutely beautiful is for all the violence that you've just faced, for all the opposition that you've just experienced, you have the most beautiful smile on your face.
You have to, because it's all in learning, it's all in growth, and it's all new for everyone. Nothing like this has ever happened before. So if you go into it with, you know, fear or, you know, being sad or negative, that's what you're going to bring out of it. And Standing Rock is a very powerful, spiritually healing, and very beautiful movement that began. And if you're not smiling after leaving there, then you didn't learn anything and you didn't take anything from it. You know, even in the face of violence, there's lessons to be learned and experiences to be had. And each water protector will give you their account, and that's theirs. And that was the experience they had to have, right. The connectedness they needed. And so what I took from it is I took the knowledge and the truth in who we are as human beings and what we need to continue to do from here on out to protect our divine birthrights, to clean air, clean soil, and clean water.
You are on your way to Denver?
We're in Aurora, Colorado right now.
Uh-huh.
And we are going to rendezvous and meet up with some water protectors in Texas. And then we are headed down to the Texas-Mexico border to the Two Rivers Trans-Pecos pipeline. That's a mouthful.
Wow.
And right now that's a pipeline that is going to be dividing pretty much the United States and Mexico, and it's indigenous led, and it's a small movement right now, but it's definitely going to be the next Standing Rock, and we really need all eyes on Two Rivers.
Wow. What are the conditions at Standing Rock right now?
When we left Standing Rock, we left with the understanding that BIA was going to come in and remove the occupants, to remove the water protectors residing in Sacred Stone. They had just removed the protectors in Ocheti and Rosebud, and they were working on Cheyenne River and 7th generation Blackfoot camps. So I know that they have been disbanded, and today it's 10 o'clock here in Colorado. So in about another hour, they have until noon to leave Sacred Stone. So I know right now Johnny Dangers is walking around doing video of it. The sad part is we're not sure if they're going to come in and demolish all the structures that were built. And these aren't just regular structures. The Sacred Stone, the goal for Sacred Stone was to be an eco-village, a place where people can learn sustainable living and create a whole new way of community. And it was a beautiful idea and a beautiful concept. And so we have some really incredible structures that were created, kind of based on an earth ship. I don't know if you're familiar with those type of designs, especially the school. We have a school built for children, and it was absolutely beautiful. And now they're just going to destroy it for nothing. So, but that's what we left, how things were when we left. And it deeply saddens my heart the way things have, played out. I don't want to say ended, because it's not ending. This is graduation, and we're all moving on to the next pipelines that we're called to move to. And John and I can't speak for other people, but John and I, we are dedicated. This is what we do. We will never go back to anything else. This is our job. And John has made a commitment to me that until I expire, this is what we do.
Way to go, John. Nikki, you are such an inspiration. Your dedication is so obvious. And, there are so many of us who have been protectors of water way before this all happened. Some of us have been praying to the water forever. And it's just getting epic. And no matter how things are at Standing Rock at this point, I am not disappointed, because Mother Earth knows our hearts. And we know hers. And this will not end until our water is clean.
That's right.
Thank you for joining me. Let me know how things go in Texas. Let's get back together and do another show when you get there, and let's keep this energy alive.
Absolutely.
All right. Everyone, I hope you continue your support and keep up with Nikki and all that's going on. We love everyone who is in support of standing for what we deserve to have on this planet. And I thank you very much.
It's an honor to be here. Thank you so much for having me on your show. And I just want to say real quick that this is an honor for us. This isn't a job. We are humbly honored to do this. And we are dedicated because we love you all. We love you from the bottom of our hearts. And without your love and support and prayers, we would not be able to do this.
That's right.
So keep those prayers and the love coming, because as a healer, I'm able to connect to you and I'm able to feel that. So if you have our highest good in mind, we connect to that energy, and we need you. We need your strength and support. So we thank you and we love you all. Thank you so much.